I have been allowing people to get in my way. Hello, friends. If you're new here, my name is Mo. Today we're talking all about The Artist's Way, week 2. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications so you can follow my journey and follow all the things that I will be doing as far as art, music, everything like that. So let's get into it. All right, so I am on week 2 of the artist journey, the artist way, and I just want to kind of talk about it because it was really eye opening. So this week was all about recovering your self identity. And what that meant for me was being able to not feel guilty about being not only my authentic self, but setting boundaries. And I want to kind of go over some of the things that this chapter for week 2 in the Artist's Way kind of went over. So they kind of went over two different things. And the first thing was poisonous playmates. And oh my goodness, this really resonated with me because I'm like, poisonous playmates, what is that? So basically, it talks about how people that are also in a creative space that are Black themselves will be triggered by your recovery. And what does that look like? That looks like them projecting their fears onto you, saying things like, oh, that's going to be too hard. You're not going to break through. There's too many other artists just doing the same thing. It's going to be hard for you to discover or be discovered. Those are your poisonous playmates. The people that you are close to that are also creatives that are blocked themselves, they will literally poison your mind. They will poison your recovery and your creativity. And that really resonated with me because there can be so many people in your ear telling you this isn't going to work out or you need to be realistic. Um, and sometimes I'm thinking, should I should I be more realistic? Is there something that I'm missing here? Should I not go for the things that I want because something may happen? I may not be able to make enough money or be able to do this full time. Will I not be taken seriously? And those things that you hear people say that are also blocked as creatives, they seep into your mind. It's almost like planting seeds into your mind and them growing and kind of taking over all of the things that you work so hard to pull away from. And that's something that really contributes to our blockages. And I think it's important to kind of separate yourself from people that are like that, even if you try to help them. Like, I know that there's sometimes we are so excited about our own creative recovery that we want to share it with other people. We want to share our knowledge. We want to share our wins, our, everything that is helping us to progress. We want to share that with people. But then we're met with defensiveness and all types of things that may turn us off, that may poison our mind with different types of negative thoughts. And we don't want that for ourselves, right? We want to be able to have a nice flow of creativity that comes through us without people telling us these negative things. Like I I had said something like, I remember somebody saying to me something along the lines of like, be realistic. It's hard out here. You may not make money from this. And I'm thinking to myself, you sound just like the negative thoughts that come into my head. Those little blurts that we had talked about in week 1, you sound like that. You sound like my own negative beliefs. And then that made me realize like my surroundings are just reflecting things that I'm holding on to in my mind, things that I'm not letting go. And that really solidified it for me. I was like, okay, I truly need to detach and kick those thoughts, be control my own positive thoughts and my own positive affirmations, so I don't get those projections in reality in my real life, or I don't allow those things to infiltrate my mind. And so that was something that like really clicked. I love that for me because I was like, wow, now that that's in my awareness, it's no longer going to affect me. And I can let those people say what they need to say. I can let those people believe what they want to believe. And it will have no bearing on how I create or what I see for myself in the future. Boom. I let that I let that shit go. You could stay over there. Period. Second one I really, really like because this is all about boundaries, 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 boundaries. Okay. Talks about the crazy makers. The crazy makers are people that always seem to like jump to get your attention when you are trying to do something, when you are trying to do something for yourself, make time for your creativity. All of a sudden, they need your attention. All of a sudden, there's an emergency. All of a sudden, there's something that you need to tend to. Crazy makers, the ones that take your attention off of the things that you should be focused on. This hit me like a ton of bricks, okay? Because I was like, why haven't I been setting the type of boundaries that I need in order for me to tap in? Like, I really need to tap in and focus and to meet the goals that I want to reach. But I can't do that if I'm just allowing everybody to just pull me away from that. I have to learn myself, have to learn how to say no. Okay. No. And that's something that was really, really hard for me for a very long time. I'm a recovering people pleaser, okay? And anytime there was somebody that needed something, I was right there to help them. Anytime somebody said, hey, help me out with this, hey, sure, sure. And I did that so much that I was neglecting myself, the things that I needed. I was neglecting that. So the crazy makers, they will blow your shit up. Like they will blow you up. And that's something as creatives we can continue to kind of like really have to set that boundary with people in order to have that continuous flow, tap into that flow. Therefore, when inspiration comes in, and somebody wants to grab your attention, you locked in. There's nothing that can take you out of that focus, because it's going to happen. Of course, there's going to be family, friends, work, all of these things that are taking you away from your focus. Those things are always going to exist. And setting those boundaries is something that is really, really important. I really like this section of The Artist's Way because it really called me out on some things that I needed to do within my own life. But I kind of want to go over some of the tasks that they had um, us do in the book. So the book had me write 20 things down that I really, really enjoy doing. And I'm going to talk about one of the things because I decided to do that this week. And it really helped me to kind of get back into that creativeness that I had longed for and missed so much. And that was painting. One of the things that I love to do is paint. I painted this week and I was really able to get all that creative, um, all of that creativeness that had been blocked and held in my head was able to kind of flow out. And I really, really enjoy it. And I had to set a boundary and say, I'm going to work on this for a couple hours so I can get it done, so I can get this out, so it's not stuck up here anymore. And I really, really enjoyed that task this week. So the task was really about doing things that you enjoy doing, making the time for you, even if there were small things like taking a hot bath or reading a book, a good book, taking the time away from other people that was specifically and special for you. And for me, that was painting. And so I really enjoyed that. But if you like this video, please like, please subscribe. I will be talking more about The Artist's Way next week, third week. This is a journey of my creative recovery, and I hope you follow along with that journey. And I will see you next time. Bye.